starlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jasmine Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back to watch another weekly. If you would like a personal reading or a live coaching session, or you want to work with me with healing, or you would like to purchase a personal tarot reading package, please hop on over to capellawellness.com. There are also links in the description box below to take you straight there. I want to wish you guys a wonderful, transformative, beautiful week. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Capricorn. Welcome to your weekly reading. How are you? Hopefully all is beautiful in your sector of the universe. I'm happy to be back on here. It feels a little weird, but it feels I've been away longer than I thought I was, but I'm here. So, Capricorn, we're going to go look into what is going on with you at this time, what obstacles you were facing, and what lessons you were learning from this for your spiritual growth, because that's what this is about. We're then going to see what guidance Spirit has for you and how to best navigate these energies, what is going on with you with regards to love and relationships, and we're going to take a look into what this solar eclipse in Taurus is bringing you. All right? It is a big eclipse. We've got the moon and sun conjunct right with Uranus, the planet of unexpected surprises, like expect the unexpected type of stuff, tower moment type of stuff. It's on the North Node too, which is in Taurus, which hasn't happened in a very long time. We also have Pluto going retrograde the day before the solar eclipse happens at 28 degrees of Capricorn. And we have a stellium in the sign of Pisces. Jupiter, Neptune, and Venus are all there, and all of those planets are an absolute bliss in Pisces, okay? So this is a big one, but we're going to see what's going on with you right now, okay? And I'm pretty sure this reading is pertaining to the energies of the solar eclipse as well. All right, what's going on with Capricorn? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is going on with our lovely Cappies? Whew. Alrighty then. I'm sure that's a reversal. Yep. They want me to take that. I do take reversals. Reversals are about lessons, guys. All right. We have the King of Wands in the reverse. You're going to have to excuse the lighting because I don't know if you know, they knocked down a tree that used to block a lot of this light outside my window. And the time in which I'm doing this, the sun's about to set, and this is the time that I was able to do my readings. But anyway, it is what it is, right? We have Six of Cups here. We have King of Swords. We have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So we've got a king and queen here, but a king is in the reverse, all right? Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, with whatever's going on with you, Capricorn, this is a fresh new start for you. God is handing you this golden opportunity, and he wants you to take it, all right? There could be something about the home here, because Ace of Pentacles could be talking about a home, whether you're selling or buying, or there's something going on in the home. There's something new happening here. Either way, this is a new beginning, right? This is going to be a new prosperous beginning, something that's more stable, that's more secure. Maybe some of you have root chakra issues. I don't know, that's what I just heard. But God is blessing you with something new. It's like here it is, Capricorn. I'm giving you this opportunity now because I want you to start over. I want to give you a fresh new start, something that's going to be a lot more happy, a lot more prosperous, lucrative. You are going to be stable and solid, not only in yourself, but also with your finances for some of you. And remember to take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else. Keep your unhealthy ego at the door and make sure you're honest with yourself, all right? But there's like new beginnings all around. And this solar eclipse is actually going to be bringing new beginnings for a lot of us. And it depends on where you are in your journey. It could be God really pushing you to where you need to be, or because you've done your work, you're going to have a fresh new start and you're going to be living life completely differently. Okay. But we have this King of Wands here. There's something about trying to control, okay, Capricorn. And I know this tends to come up in your readings, guys, but you know what? That's part of what Capricorns kind of need to learn. You know, you guys are workhorses, and it's like you have this amazing work ethic, right? But when it gets too extreme, where it gets to where your masculine energies are way out of alignment or out of balance with your feminine energies, masculine energy is about control and action, right? Ambition, that goes into overdrive. And what happens is you guys tend to want to control everything because you're fearful of stuff. So this King of Wands is coming up in the reverse because it's either you or you're dealing with somebody who's very controlling or temperamental. There's something about tempers flaring, all right? This is about someone being very authoritative, someone who doesn't delegate to others. They want to do everything their way or the highway. It's like, nope, I have to do it because I do it better than everybody else. You're going to fuck it up. Excuse my French. Somebody's going to screw it up. This is what the King of Wands in reverse does, all right? This energy needs to go away, whether it's you or you're dealing with somebody like this, okay? You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I believe I got in one of your other readings before I went on break that there's something about a father figure or something like that who's an Aries. I got that very strongly where you're picking this up from, okay? This is like an ancestral pattern that's coming in. Either way here, Capricorn, this is what's going on right now. There's still something here that this has got to be like, you have to dissipate this energy. It's like you got to clear this out because the control, again, it doesn't bring you the abundance. It doesn't bring you a fresh new start. If you're trying to control the wheel of karma, that kicks you in the ass every time, and you continue to repeat the same cycles, and you get hit with your karma again. We have the Six of Cups here. So, you know, some of you may be reminiscing about the past here. Maybe there's something with children, all right? Maybe you are losing your temper with your kids and, you know, you try to control everything and maybe you're not giving your kids a little bit of autonomy. I'm not saying to give your kids like free reign over the house or anything, but when you give them a little bit of freedom or whatever, it kind of, you let them be who they are in a sense, but that doesn't mean you let them run amok, okay? That's for somebody here who has kids. I don't know why I'm picking up on that, but I am. But, there's something here with children. You have to give them a little bit of space. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But again, I cannot tell you how to parent. This is what is being channeled from my guides. Okay, so I get out what needs to be said. All right, so this is what's coming through. But for others of you, where this is not pertaining to children, you're getting stuck in the past and you have to let bygones be bygones. The past is here for you to learn, and it doesn't dictate who you are, all right? Whatever happened with a father, a mother, or a boss, or a spouse, or whatever this is, you know, let that go. Maybe somebody who's the King of Wands in reverse used to be very nice to you, very sweet, very tender, okay? This is sweetness here. Maybe you knew this person from a young age, right? This is like young energy. Things were different then, but now this person is completely the opposite. They could have very well turned into a very sweet, tender-hearted individual into the King of Wands in reverse. Very angry all the time, very authoritarian, trying to control things, very temperamental. It could even be the King of Wands lacks energy. Maybe this person had energy before when you were together in your younger years, and now this person just has no drive. There's no ambition. That is also the King of Wands in the reverse. Doesn't really want to do anything. Okay, could be lazy, could be lackadaisical, however this resonates for you. And this is like, you know, this person used to be this way and now it's not the same, and I wish they were this way again. But again, guys, you know, things happen for a reason, and it's kind of like Spirit, again, with the Ace of Pentacles, giving you this opportunity. It's like you have this opportunity to do something with this, to do something new. Because especially if you're not liking this individual, the way how they're acting or something, and and you've been trying to do something with this person, but they're not budging or whatever, you know, staying stuck in the past about how this person was isn't going to help, okay? It's not. There's something going on with this individual. Maybe you don't know anything about it. Maybe you do. But if this person can't help themselves, then you can't help them, right? It's a God thing, right? This is why we have like the ace. This is a God-given gift type of thing, a God-given opportunity. So there's something with that. There's this also need for some of you to forgive. There's forgiveness here. All right. Somebody needs to forgive a father. That's what I just heard. And I just heard from somebody, there's no way I can do that because they were this the majority of my life. Well, Capricorn, again, I can tell you what to do. And my guides are saying very strongly, if you're unable to forgive, you can't move forward. You won't be able to have like this clear energy about you where you bring in abundance, where you bring in new, fresh things into your life. It's like your heart has, somebody here has a bitter heart because of some sort of father figure, whoever this King of Wands in the reverse is, and you can't let it go. All right. But God's like, I'm giving you the opportunity to either forgive your father or forgive somebody here. The opportunity maybe to forgive your kids or something like that, right? Take it how it resonates. God's giving you this time. This is the time to do it. And this is going to change things for you. And you're going to build something more on fertile ground. Because without that forgiveness, what happens is your energies tend to like, they're so low vibrational where it's like your own internal world is becoming barren, right? Nothing can grow with like, you know, there's no soil or everything's barren and there's no water, no sun. So there's something along those lines where somebody here has to understand that, again, let bygones be bygones and let the past be the past and just continue to move forward so you can have a more prosperous beginning, so you can have this newness about you and you're not, you know, holding grudges and stuff like that, because that doesn't do anybody any good. And if you know your life isn't changing for the better, Capricorn, and you're still having that lack of forgiveness, resentment, bitterness, anger in your heart, then it's not going to help. With this King of Swords here, you know, cold-hearted and detached. It's like, I'm not going to really tune into my emotions. This King of Swords could very well be someone who's very unforgiving, right? Because forgiveness has to do with the heart space. And when the King of Swords is in the shadow sense, this person has no heart whatsoever. So there's no way this person is going to forgive anyone. This person can be very blunt, very harmful with words. So practical. It's kind of like there's no emotion there. And I'm like, no, what? You know what? I'm not going to do that because... It's kind of like I went through this experience and it was crappy and I didn't enjoy it. It was not pleasant and I'm going to just let that get to me and I'm not going to learn from it. All right. So we have two kings here. We have two kings and a queen. That's interesting. The majority of the cards are court cards, guys. So either you're dealing with a lot of people or there's like somebody here is like fluctuating between energies or something. So, there's also something here about, could be something legal, all right? Because the King of Swords does represent justice here. Contracts, something legal matters, all right? There could be a legal matter going on here. This is a divorced individual. Maybe somebody's contemplating divorce, and I did get that in some of your past readings. Again, take it how it resonates. And this person is in contemplation. He's like, should I do this? Should I not? What is going to be the best for me? What is my path of truth? This person speaks his truth with honesty and integrity, and he doesn't have fear about doing that. He's very confident when it comes to speaking his truth, and he uses discernment. He doesn't allow anyone to strip him of his power and his integrity, all right? He's the light side, the positive side of this card is that he's not one to be being someone he's not. He knows that in authenticity and lack of integrity, it's not going to give him the Ace of Pentacles. It won't. Because when God's giving you something new, it comes from God and God is truth. If you're not living in your truth, then how can you expect God to give you something more abundant or give you something that is more harmonious or more pleasant in life, right? So with this King of Swords energy, some of you really need to start speaking your mind with confidence here and not being afraid to do that. All right. Especially if, you know, you're talking to somebody, hey, you were one way and now you're not this way. I know you were one way and now you're this way. This is not working out, especially if you're in a marriage or something. And, you know, either you need to talk to that person or you have spoken to that person and you've spoken your truth and they're not doing anything about it, then, you know, it's going to be up to you whether you're going to continue with this misery I'm hearing or not. You know, you have to follow your truth. It's your path. You follow what you need to do. And if there's somebody here who's been contemplating divorce or whatever, again, I'm not going to go out there and tell you what to do, but this sounds very similar to my situation, okay? And God was showing me the truth about divorce and marriage and things like that. And he helped me to understand things better so I didn't get stuck in my conditioning from my religion, okay, as a Catholic. And God was like, there's something better here. I have something more divine for you. Someone you're going to be working a mission with, that type of thing. And sure enough, after I got divorced, I met my divine counterpart and everything shifted. And that's how I led to doing this. And I'm helping others come to more in alignment with their higher selves and to speak their truth and to be living in their truth and to be more grounded and stable and to help them to follow their heart type of thing and get closer to God. Again, all of this led to doing all this to help others, right? So there's something here with independence and something about divorce. And if it's not that, something about a legal matter or a contract here, whatever this is, again, yeah, so there's something with the contract because the Ace of Pentacles is here. So, again, I talked about there's something with a home or something like that. Either you're selling a home, you're buying a home. There's something that's going to work out in your favor with this Justice card. There's something here where apparently somebody needs to sell their house, but you're having a hard time because either your kids grew up there or you have kids there or you're getting nostalgic because this is the house that you wanted, but something happened where you kind of have to sell the house now. Maybe something changed. Maybe it's because you are getting a divorce and now you have to sell the home or something like that and you don't want to be there anymore. That's for somebody specific. But again, really follow your path of truth, guys, and don't try to control things because that's not going to help you. And don't get stuck in the past because the past stays there. You have to move forward and you have to understand that God has greater, bigger things for you. And with this Queen of Cups, I was talking about listening to intuition. Look at how she's just surrendering. She's saying, I'm giving this to God. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to listen to what God is telling me to do, and I'm going to trust that. She ultimately trusts her intuition and her inner knowing, all right? It's kind of like very similar to the High Priestess. I did pick up on some other readings from you guys that you guys are very, very intuitive and very psychic, okay? Trust in what you are picking up on. Don't doubt it. There's a conflict between you guys being King of Swords and Queen of Cups where you're logical and you're overly practical. You're too much in the head space, but not enough in the heart space. This does talk about head-heart balance right here. You guys have to balance out that masculinity about you with regards to planning and having everything written down or following the book or something like that. Being overly practical and logical, thinking too much about things, but then not allowing your emotions get the best of you, right? There has to be a balance here where you're going to be able to be a lot more fruitful and you're going to be able to make more clearer decisions, but you're going to be trusting your gut and taking action in those decisions that you get, especially from that divine guidance. So, you know, this is a let go, let God thing and you know, just, you know, do what is right for you. It's integrity here. But again, that balance needs to be had and you have to be trusting what your intuition is telling you. This person does not judge others. This person does not what's it called? She forgives others because she knows that people are going through things that she can very well not know about. Or maybe she knows intuitively what they're going through, so she has compassion and a lot of unconditional love for them, which helps her to forgive. All right. There's something with that there. Now, there could be somebody here where somebody just offered you, like, they handed you the divorce papers. And you're like, wait, what? I wasn't expecting this. Or you're going to hand somebody divorce papers. But again, what does your heart feel here? God didn't intend for us to be in misery, to be in low vibrational relationships, to include marriages. Okay? You could try everything in the book and it's still not working, especially if this person is really trying to control your life or something like that. That's not what God wants for anybody. Okay? So, and then the Knight of Wands, yeah, there's something about relocating. I did talk about selling your house and moving somewhere else. Or you're dealing with people who have no heart or who are overly emotional, and you're like, I can't be in this area anymore. You could be dealing with 3 people, a King of Wands in reverse, the King of Swords, and a Queen of Cups, and you're like, I can't deal with all of this stuff. I need to trust what God is telling me, and it could very well be where I got to leave this house, or I got to sell the house so I can start life anew. I can have a fresh start. It's kind of like God is giving you this opportunity, and you have to go into it without any fear, right? Have that courage and confidence. Go after what you want, Capricorn. You know what you want. You have to go after it, but you have to go after the things that are for your highest good, all right? What your heart's telling you is for your highest good, not necessarily what your brain keeps telling you, all right? Again, have that balance. You have to dance to the beat of your own drum here. And you have to stick to your beliefs. You have to use discernment and be assertive. But assertive does not mean being aggressive, all right? It's like compromising with people. But you know that you need to move away from someone or something. This could also be somebody who is coming in and out of your life, or something's coming in and out of your life, and it's causing disruption in the home. It's causing disruption in your life. You could very well be dealing with a soulmate, a light counterpart, a twin flame, okay? Because that's what this card is. And they're very cold-hearted and detached. They try to control, or you try to control the connection, and you're trying to get them to feel. It's like you may be trying to get them to express their emotions, all right? And they're not doing it. You cannot force somebody to do that, Capricorn. If you're doing that, you can't do that. You're trying to take somebody's power from them. And if they're not ready, if they can't do it, they have some healing to do, let them go through what they need to go through. You can't control something that God has control over. All right? So there's somebody here also where somebody who is like, there could be very high sexual energies. That's what this is together. All right? A lot of sexual tension, a lot of sexual energy. Or maybe somebody has a lack of energy to have sex or something. That's for somebody here. But if you're dealing with somebody who keeps coming into your life, but they're only asking you for sex, or they're only communicating to you with sexual messages, okay? Because they don't really want to be in tune with their emotions, they're having a hard time with that, then that's not a healthy relationship, okay? And you can't force somebody to stop doing that. You can tell them the truth and say, you know what, I'm not going to tolerate this behavior anymore. You know, say your truth out of love, right? Speak your truth with love right here. Have compassion, but be assertive. That's different than being aggressive. Don't be like this. That's not going to get you anywhere, and it'll backfire on you. So if you're dealing with somebody who's this like Casanova type, right? And all they think about is like sex or whatever, they come back to you, and then you guys engage in that. That has to stop. This person could very well be controlling you with that, or you're controlling this person to stay in this relationship because you're afraid of abandonment. You let this person in, and you give them what they're asking for, and then they walk back out. It happens again. You're trying to control too, because you're afraid of telling them the truth. You know what you're doing is not healthy, and God's giving you this opportunity to change things. With this Ace of Pentacles, some of you also have to get more grounded. Spend more time out in nature. Some of you are having like a lack of clarity here. You're not sure what decisions to make. It's like, again, a conflict between your head and your heart. Balance. You gotta get grounded here. Go spend some time out in nature, by water, whatever. Take a trip, air. Because this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. But I'm getting strong Gemini with this. And Gemini talks about travel as well. So, something needs to be worked on there. All right, so that's what's going on with you. Let's see what the obstacle in this situation is. What's the obstacle in this situation with Capricorn? Wow. We have 3, and this flipped out. The 10 of Swords. Taurus got this too. Okay. 2 of Wands and the King of Cups. We have the counterparts here. So some of you are in a counterpart connection. All right, we have the King and Queen of Love here. You guys have a lot of love for each other, but there's still something off. Somebody's trying to control the other. You can't have true love if one person is trying to control the emotions of another. Period. All right? This is like, how can this get any worse? I can't deal with this anymore. This is too painful. This is too much. All right? But again, if you're allowing somebody to continue to do this, whether it's controlling you or coming in and out of your life or whatever I just said, you have the power to walk away. This 10 of Swords does not have the swords in the back. She's up. She's not in the ditch. She's walking towards the light. And she has the support of her guides, her angels, her spirit team guiding her in the opposite direction from where all this pain, sorrow, and betrayal and victimization lies. All right? The obstacle here is some of you, you get stuck into victim mode. You are not a victim. I have to say it, and it will trigger some of you. If you continue to allow somebody to treat you poorly and you don't say anything about it, that's on you. You have the power to deal with this situation. You can't blame others for your pain. You can't do that. That's a huge lesson that a lot of us have to learn. And I knew I had to learn that too. You have to learn to be the victor and not the victim. It's at your discretion. It's your choice. You either want to stay down in that water with all those swords in your back, or you're going to get up. With everything that's been going on for some of you here, Capricorn, it's been too much for you. But think about it. 10, a cycle needs to end. All of these life's lessons, swords are about lessons and life's experiences, have come down hard on you for a reason. And if you've gotten all the way to the 10 of Swords, there's some huge lessons that you need to be learning from this. And one of them is for you to get back up and to stop repeating those cycles. Really just go with the flow, let go and let God. When you control things, Capricorn, that gets you into 10 of Swords in some cases, where you're just so spent, you're just so done. I can't deal with this anymore. This is crap. This is bullshit. Like, it's very heavy in your mind, your heart, and your soul. But when all of those swords come at you and you don't pull them out, that's God telling you, Capricorn, just pull out the sword. Of course, that's not literal. God doesn't dwell in the 10 of Swords. If you're seeking some sort of peace and solace, some change, some new beginning, you have to get back up, whether you have the swords in your back or you don't. There's always darkness before the dawn. The sun's always shining, even when the sun's setting like it's doing right now. It gets dark, but somewhere else in the world it's still up there. There's still light It never goes away. It never goes away. You have to really take your power back. But again, not use this excessive control, thinking that like you have to dictate everything. Because again, it backfires. It could very well cause 10 of Swords when you do that. So cycle's got an end, Capricorn. This is also a divorce card. Okay? We had 2 divorce cards with the King of Swords over here. Alright? Some of you may be, again, contemplating divorce. You're trying to avoid divorce because you're afraid about the home, about the kids, about this stuff. But be honest with yourself. Has God been telling you that this hasn't been serving you? What is your intuition saying? Are you really happy where you're at? Again, I can't tell you. I'm just channeling what my guys are saying. Okay? You have to end the suffering. Nobody's going to do it for you but you. And you may have been praying to God to do it, but God needs you to get up first. And then God will help you. Like I said, God's not in 10 of Swords energy. That's not where the light is. You have to go to the light, and then God's going to be able to really help you with the suffering and the pain. Some of you are resisting an inevitable end. You know that something needs to end, and you're afraid to do it. You can't give in to that fear. We saw the Ace of Pentacles. God is presenting this to you because he's like, I need you to get out of 10 of Swords, Capricorn. Or else nothing is going to get better for you. That's just the harsh reality of it all. Okay. This is festering. These swords on your back have been there for a long time, Capricorn, and it's time for you to do something about it. Nobody's going to do it for you. You have to do it. You have to be the one to get up. You have to be the change you wish to see. And even if you have a lot of love for somebody, okay? If you know there's something toxic, if you know that there's something that is very painful, and you just can't go through with it anymore, there's like a lot of this suffering going on, you can still love that person and walk away. Okay? It's kind of like with my divorce. Honestly, I didn't go through a lot of pain and suffering. It wasn't easy. It was painful, but I didn't feel that bad about it. I prayed a lot about it, and I had to make sure I was in the light, but I knew I had to do something because nothing was changing. And God kept telling me, Jess, this is what I need you to do. Trust me on this. So I did what God asked me to do, and everything shifted. I was done. I couldn't deal with it anymore. There were huge lessons I needed to learn, and I finally spoke my truth. And even when I tried to fix things, or I tried to do stuff, work things out, and it wasn't working, God was like, okay, there it is, Jess. It's not working because it wasn't meant to be. That was the reality of it all. And I still love my ex-husband, I do. Not in the romantic way anymore, but I still have a lot of love for him. But I knew I had to walk away from that marriage. And you know what? We were never on the same page to begin with. We weren't. And I saw that from the beginning, and I wasn't honest with myself, and I went through with it anyway. But it had to happen because it was a karmic thing. He was a huge lesson for me to learn. Drama. Lots of drama going on in the home, in your marriage, in whatever this is. Like, do you really want to live a life like that? Do you want to be dealing with drama with family members, siblings, whatever this is for you, work, co-workers? There's so much drama going on in your life, Capricorn. For some of you, not for all of you. It's like you can't believe that it's gotten this bad. But ask yourself honestly, Did you do something about it? Did you speak your truth? Did you speak up? Were you assertive? But not controlling. Okay? Not following through with your plans. Maybe you had a plan to do something. Maybe you were like, okay, I'm going to get divorced. And then you're like, no, you backed out or whatever. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. The best thing I could tell you here, Capricorn, is to listen to what God is telling you. Okay? With the situation. You have to really define your purpose and start making adjustments in your life. Start reevaluating things. Set your own goals for what it is that you want to achieve in life. Reassess the situation, okay? You're afraid to move out of your comfort zone. You keep looking at that window. God gave you another ace, the Ace of Wands. Here, go for it, Capricorn. You could do this. Some of you want to travel. Some of you want to move, again. But it's like somebody's not budging or something like that. And you have this longing. You're like, you know what? I want a different world. I want to travel. I want to see the world. I want to do something different. I want to head in a different direction. You have this vision about what life should be like, but you're not living it right now. Go live it. God wants you to live it. God doesn't want you to be in this crazy drama, whatever that's going on in your life right now. You have all the tools that you need. It's like the Magician card to go live the life that you want to live. Even if for somebody here that means having to end a marriage, okay? Again, do not blame me for stuff. You're watching this for a reason. You were led here for a reason. Again, I went through this. And God showed me I had a way higher purpose. I would not be here now if I wouldn't have gone through what I did. Not at all. I wouldn't be living this very peaceful, tranquil life if I wouldn't have gone through what I did. If I wouldn't have listened to God. So there's something here. Some of you are very afraid to step out of your comfort zone. You have this longing. I want this life, but I'm not living it. Go live it. Take matters into your own hands. It's healthy selfishness. As long as you're not screwing people over, you're not belittling people and betraying them or taking advantage of them, then there's nothing wrong with that. But you know you need to make adjustments in your life because this chaos cannot continue. And if there's somebody who has a lot of love for you and you know it, but they can't express it, they're withdrawn, they're not emotionally available, you cannot force them to communicate their feelings to you. You really have to look at this differently. It could even be ghosting here. I freaking hate that word. I really do. Because I see that as just not responding. If you're dealing with somebody who keeps ghosting you and you're like, I'm so over it, there's a reason. They could very well be dealing with some serious stuff in their life and they don't want to communicate with you because they probably know that they're going to say some really not so nice things. That's King of Swords. So if somebody's ghosting you, Capricorn, would you rather have somebody be very condescending and belittling to you and say very harsh words to you, very abrupt and harsh and harmful? Or tell you lies? Or do you want them to be compassionate and forgiving and loving and speak to you in a proper manner, to speak to you with honesty and integrity and with respect? That's why some people don't respond right away. We're getting so consumed with needing to have things, especially with people responding to us. We have to get away from that. That has nothing to do with our abundance, our destiny, nothing. And people are dealing with stuff you know nothing about. I say that a lot. So if this is a ghosting thing for some of you, you know, again, the Knight of Wands can do that. Come in, come out, and then you say something to them and they don't answer back. Okay. Let it go, Capricorn. Let it go. You have no idea probably still what they are dealing with. Or maybe you do and you don't want to admit to what you're feeling with this person. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's a strong, you know, water here. But yeah, we have the counterparts here. But just because somebody's not talking to you, just because somebody's not showing you their emotions or being very loving right now, does not mean you're a victim, does not mean it's like the end. If they're not giving you communication, is it really that painful? Are you really in that pain because somebody's not expressing their emotions to you? That doesn't make any sense to me. You're responsible for your happiness and your well-being. Okay? So there's something here where you really got to trust your emotions here. Master emotions, love, your intuition. Don't doubt that. This is also calling for a lot of compassion and a lot of conditional love right here. These two people are the masters of that. They know what true unconditional love is, and they tap into that as often as possible so they can stay balanced and they can be in alignment with God here. Because God is all about unconditional love. Wow. It's a lot of water energy. Look at the moon at the bottom of the deck. Emotions are running high, guys. There's like strong full moon energy or this new moon. Careful with the solar eclipse. It could really, you know, cause some very intense things going on in your life. And from an emotional standpoint, dramas can be escalated. There could be like some sort of a crisis, maybe an emotional or something in a marriage or in a home. But it's like some of you are falling into this abyss, all right? You're the one who has to swim up to the surface. It's up to you. This solar eclipse with this new moon in Taurus could very well be magnifying this if this isn't taken care of before then, is what I'm hearing. But it's like you're really going to have to trust your intuition. That's what I was saying. Some of you are suppressing your emotions. There's like, you're fostering this pain and this hurt, and you're going to explode because you're not saying how you feel. But again, you can't be exploding that onto them. You have to speak with assertiveness, but coming from a place of love. We have King and Queen of Cups here. You cannot hold this any longer, Capricorn. You're going to have to say something. You really, really have to trust your intuition here. Your intuition is telling you something and you're suppressing it because you don't like what your intuition is telling you. You think it's wrong. You're being overly in your head about it. You're probably getting signs and synchronicities. Maybe other people are telling you the same thing over and over again, and your intuition is confirming what they're saying, and you're like, no, I don't think I should do that. There could be some programming that's getting in the way. You're very intuitive, Capricorn. Trust your gut. When you don't trust your gut, tower moments happen. I know that all too well. All right? God has something way better for you. And you're thinking that that's not the case because you're thinking what God has for you isn't. Why? Because you're basing it off of what society thinks is best for you, what other people in your family think are best for you. Be very careful with that. You have to get some mental clarity here. You really got to ground yourself because emotions are running high. Your brain is all scattered. There's too much scattering energies going on. You're trying to get clear on something, but you can't do that if drama's surrounding you and you're not getting centered. You have to really hear and trust your intuition with this. And whatever fears and anxieties you're having, you have to release them. Your intuition's blocked. You may be even getting dreams about this. Your dreams are telling you how to deal with the situation, and you're like, wait, I have to do what? No, there's no way. Dreams are your people, your higher selves, your higher self, God, your spirit team talking to you about stuff. Let's see what the lesson here is. Wow. 10 of Cups, the Sun, the 8 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Cups. Here we go. We have 2 twos. 22. Balance. Making choices. Another 2. We have 3 twos. 3 twos means you have to have faith in the situation. Because God knows exactly what is best for you. So look what's at the bottom of the deck. The 9 of Swords. What was I talking about? Fears and anxiety. Some of you have an anxiety problem. You get so caught up in fear and it just really disrupts your life. And that has to come to an end. There's a 9 here. It has to close. You have to really trust that you have the support of God and the universe, whatever it is that you're freaking out about. You really have to trust your intuition more, Capricorn. There's too much of this mental activity here. There's a lot of, despair. Hopelessness. Some of you are like crying at night. You can't sleep at night either because of how fearful you are of this. And for somebody here, this has to do with a divorce. You have been having issues sleeping because not only is there chaos and drama going on in the home or whatever this is, your marriage, a connection, you have been contemplating this for a while and you're freaking out. Because you either want to serve the papers or you want to tell the person this, and you have been losing sleep over it. But you know deep down inside that this is the best course of action. Not coming from me, but it's coming from your internal guidance, from signs and synchronicities from God. This is a huge lesson for you to learn because some of you give in too much into fear and anxiety. You're lacking the faith. That keeps coming up in your readings, Capricorn. 10 of Cups. You really want peace and harmony and balance in a connection. You want a higher love, the divine love. But for some of you, you're not experiencing that right now. Okay? This is also talking about some of you are in an inauthentic relationship, a marriage. Some of you are pretending that you have this blissful, harmonious home life, marriage, connection, but you don't. And that's kind of like the harsh reality. This is for some of you, not for all of you. And you know that's the truth. And you're trying to make others look like that's the case when it really isn't. All right? The truth is right here with the Sun. It's the best card in the deck. All right? There's a lack of optimism here. Vitality. Some of you, your solar plexus chakra is really blocked. This is divine everything right here. These are beautiful cards. But what God's trying to tell you is that you can have this in your life, but being in this energy here, again, we saw the moon at the bottom of the deck for your obstacles. This is getting in the way of your happiness. When you are vibrating at this vibration, this energy here, Capricorn, this can't come in. Oh gosh, the sun falls. Where did it go? Okay, I lost my sun card. Oh, hold on. See? This is not in alignment with this at all. At all. So how do you expect to have this happiness, joy, contentment, bliss in your life? These are ultimate bliss cards right here. This is pure bliss right here. This is the agape level. This is the violet flame frequency, the highest frequency of all. If you're wanting this, you can't be in this. It's complete opposite. You have to elevate your vibration to this, Capricorn, in order to manifest this. Some of you're not seeing the truth in the situation because some of you are dealing with inauthentic relationships. You're pretending that a family or a relationship or whatever this is really harmonious when it really isn't. That's for some of you, not for all of you. Some of you also have to be a lot more playful. There's too much emotional imbalance here. All right? You got to tap into your inner child here. Have more fun in life. You don't have to adult all the time. Okay? Learn how to be a kid. Go back to Toys R Us and think about how you were when you went into Toys R Us as a child. Something like that. But you guys know what I'm talking about. This is this childlike energy right here. When you're tapping into that inner child, it frees you of these anxieties, these worries, these fears. That childlike innocence, right? We did see the Six of Cups, right? The Six of Cups is here. And yeah, there is something with children. Families and children. Eight of Cups. You know that the life that you're living is not serving you. Whatever you're doing, you know is not for your highest good. It needs to stop. You need to walk away from it. There is something better for you, and you know this. Maybe you keep getting this card in your readings, or you keep hearing this, Capricorn. And you know that, but you're so freaking scared to do it. You can't give in to that fear. If the spirit guidance keeps telling you to walk away, if spirit keeps telling you there's something better, you have to own up to that. You have to trust in that because God knows what's better for you. We don't. We think we know, but until we listen to that divine guidance and we follow what God's telling us, we won't ever know. It's exactly what happened with me. I had no idea where I was going. I didn't know what my life was going to end up, but it ended up being way better than I could have ever expected. And this is what God wants you to see. It's time to walk away from this situation. You have to surrender. You have to let go and let God. Let God take over here. And not be afraid of giving that control to God. Not be afraid of letting God handle things. There's a life ending. Say goodbye to the old and say hello to the new, Capricorn. You know it. Because this life with fears and anxieties, this and the moon at the bottom of the deck and drama and things like that, emotions running all over the place, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's totally blocking you from your true abundance, from having this, the happily ever after and the beautiful harmonious family and all this abundance, everything under the sun. You have to walk away from that if you want to have that. This could be something about relocation. Again, I talked about that with the Knight of Wands here. Moving back home, moving with somebody else, whatever this is. Moving to a new home. Wishy-washiness. Like I said with the Two of Wands. I'm going to go with this plan and then, nope, I'm going to back out. I want to do this. No, I want to back out. Going back and forth. Indecision. You're letting your fears, your anxieties keep you from making that decision, from taking the path less traveled, from moving forward. You keep going back and forth because you're not trusting your gut. You're not trusting what God is telling you. It's time to make a decision, Capricorn. This has been lingering around for a while. And I will say that the solar eclipse could very well kind of, quote unquote, force you to make that decision. So I would be wary of that. Because again, God knows where you need to be. They're telling you to walk away right now. Do something about the situation, because if that doesn't happen, something greater is going. You're going to find yourself into something that's going to be a lot more challenging than what you're dealing with right now. You have to really balance your priorities more, and that has to do with balancing you into this. You come first and foremost. When you choose you, you choose God. But it's kind of like you're juggling God and your priorities. You're juggling God and you. You're juggling God and your fears. You see what I'm saying? It's like there's too much juggling going on here. And some of you, you're doing too much in your life. You're juggling way too much. You're not prioritizing what is ultimately important. And what I get very strongly, Capricorn, is that you're not prioritizing your well-being first and foremost. Your life's priorities. What is really of value to you? And God should be there too. That's why I said when you choose you, you choose God. And then the Two of Cups. If you want a harmonious, blissful relationship, you work in tandem with each other. You're on the same page. You have the same morals and values. You know that you need to raise your children a certain way together. You have this within the two of you, that you could have this. That Two of Cups is being on the same page, being in alignment, having the same morals and values, learning about forgiveness. This is about doing things together hand in hand. You guys are able to create this life together, but that love has to be flowing between the two of you. But that means that you love yourselves first and you love each other equally. There's no judgment. Forgiveness has already been done. There is a lot of harmony here, a lot of balance. But it's because both of you are flowing with the unconditional love of God. You found your holy grail first. You found contentment and happiness within yourself. Again, that childlike energy, that happiness, contentment. This is only one person in this card. When you've reached the sun, you have found that emotional fulfillment within yourself. And here's the Two of Cups. You find that first, and then you attract the person who's vibrating at the same level. This is all vibrating at agape level right here. The highest frequency of all. Again, this is not in alignment with this. And if you're not on the same page with somebody, you can't raise children the same. You have very different views. It's the same thing that happened with me and my husband. Luckily enough, our son, he's fine. But, there's still kind of like these complexes there. But, it happens. It's life. But my husband and I, we weren't on the same page with anything, like I said, especially with how we viewed life and raising kids. It just didn't work out, guys. Can't have harmony and peace in a home when the mother and the father are not on the same page. When you have very dispiriting views, okay? And until this happens, then you can have this Ten of Cups. But you have to find this, when you find that love within yourself, when you love yourself first and you find contentment within yourself first, then everything comes to fruition and you can have the Ten of Cups, all right? But that, again, that stems with you prioritizing you first and walking away from what doesn't serve you. You know that this life you're living, it's not working. And again, you have to let go of that past. You have to let go of what was, what could have been, what should have been, that type of thing. You got to let go of that. You have to surrender. Let go and let God. Be like, okay, God, lead the way. Where is it that you want me to be? And Eight of Cups talks about you moving to the Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups is what? You finding that fulfillment within yourself first. Let's see what the guidance is. What guidance do we have for Capricorn? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family planning series. Oh my God. Every earth sign got this. Your wish is granted. What you've asked for is coming true. Holy crap. There could even be, for one Capricorn here, somebody is coming to speak to you with honesty and integrity. They're going to speak their truth, okay? They could be traveling to see you with this Knight of Wands, taking you on a romantic trip. Somebody is coming back from the past. We do have the counterparts here. Someone's no longer, you know, afraid to come forward. There's a lot of love between the two of you. They've been making plans to see you. They're stepping out of their comfort zone because they can't deal with the separation anymore. And, you know, they're, again, there's like a reunion here of counterparts. And we did see the Two of Cups, okay? So that's for like a few people here. There's a truce, making amends. There's a reconciliation here because you guys are now in alignment. And there's a reconnecting of the twin flames of the counterparts. So that could very well be your wish. But your wish is granted. That came out. And everything's okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. Okay, Capricorn? So don't get hung up about this. I'm going to read the Your Wish is Granted card. The fairies know how to magically manifest all of their material needs and desires, and they also assist people like yourself in making their dreams come true. This card represents that the fairies are very happy to grant your wish. They work in concert with all the universal forces and energies, but you can also help your prayer rapidly manifest by going with the flow in your own life. Stay as centered and peaceful as possible because negativity could block your desire. Go outside in nature often to keep your spirit soaring with the magical energies of the joy and gratitude. See, talk about going out in nature and getting away from that negativity, the Nine of Swords energy. Additional meanings are a loved one is planning a surprise for you. Your thoughts are manifesting into form very quickly, so be sure that your silent prayers and spoken words are aligned with your desires and not your fears. Trust in the universe. Keep a sense of wonder and awe. The Everything's Okay card says, the fairies know that you're concerned about the outcome of the situation, so they've sent this card to you as a reassurance that everything's working out in a divinely perfect way. Take steps to uplift your outlook and unburden your heart and mind, such as taking a nature walk, again with nature, spending time with loved ones, exercising, or enjoying a creative project. The more you can stay centered and filled with faith, the better the outcome you'll experience. Additional meanings are, write down your concerns on paper and then ceremoniously dispose of the list by burning it, pouring water over it, or burying it. Talk to the people involved in order to double check your facts. Your worries may be based upon untrue assumptions. Make sure that you're getting enough rest and eating healthfully, as physical strain can lead to anxiety and exhaustion. All right, guys. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. My battery is gonna die and I can't plug it because I have this awesome device that I save all of my recordings to, and that's plugged into that lightning port. Anyway, let's see. Believe. Magic is there when you believe, so dream big things you can achieve. Okay, Capricorn, don't mind my son. It's gaming time for him now. Believe in the impossible. Believe that storybook endings can happen. That the happily ever after is possible. That is the Ten of Cups. Turquoise. A turquoise crystal is color blue. Its healing magic works on you. Maybe you need to find some turquoise crystals and help you with this healing, okay? This could also be, maybe it's your favorite color. Maybe this is synchronistic for you. When I look at the color blue, this is about throat chakra. Again, speaking your truth. It's also about water, right? Water, purification. Maybe somebody needs to go out and spend time in water, take a vacation near the water, something like that. All right, let's see what's going on with love and relationships for you. What's going on with love and relationships for Capricorn? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian, Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What's going on with love and relationships for Capricorn? Oh my gosh. Not today. Not dealing with hurt. Oh gosh, why can't I see it? Avoiding a conversation called person boundaries still angry. Okay. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Mask, not showing true feelings, hiding, personifying, pretending, delude, gaslighting. Yeah, that would be King of Cups energy. Axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. What did I say about stopping patterns? Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Date, meeting someone new, dating, get back out there. Plans, set a date. Clock, need time, takes time, and time cycles, time to heal. Progress. Love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Okay, so take those how that resonates. There's a lot of messages here. For those of you who are coming into union with your counterpart, yeah, they were not showing your true feelings before. They're like, I have to stop the pattern. I can't do this anymore. I need to feel uplifted. I don't want to be friends anymore. I need to talk to Capricorn about this. I can't say not today anymore and avoid the conversation. I can't avoid this any longer because this person is missing you. They think about you often. They've been yearning for you, but they've been unsure of the future, which is why they were hesitating on having a date with you, okay? But they're getting the courage and confidence to do that. They needed time to heal. This person dealt with a lot, and it took time for them to overcome a lot of stuff, to come forward, to have the confidence and courage to express their love to you, all right? Butterflies at the bottom of the deck. Relationship evolving in the next phase, healing the inner child, and growth. Now, see, for others of you, you need to be focusing on healing your inner child. This is about transformation, okay? With whatever's going on, this is happening so that you can have that new, fresh beginning with regards to healing your inner child, especially with that father healing that I was picking up on. You will move to that next connection or find your counterpart or whatever this is when you do that work, okay? There's a lot of growing that needs to be done here. You have to spread your wings and fly type of thing. So somebody really needs to express their true feelings. Some of you, you're holding it in, all right? You got to stop that pattern. The silent treatment, it's not working for you. Have a conversation over coffee or something like that. You have to stop avoiding the situation, okay? You're going to have to really, say, you know what? I'm going to have to heal, or I need to take time for something to think about things. Call somebody. Maybe you need to call someone and express something to them. There's something that's eating you up here, Capricorn. It's very heavy, okay? It's very heavy. But let's see what the solar eclipse is bringing you. What is this solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th bringing Capricorn? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. Please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What is this solar eclipse? There we go. Conclusions are within reach. The full moon eclipse. Oh boy. The full moon eclipse actually happens next month. It's a lunar eclipse on May 15th in Scorpio. A win-win outcome is forecast. Full moon in Libra. Look at that. Balance. Again, right there. So I will read the cards. The full moon eclipse. Oh boy. Oh boy. Full moon eclipse, and just like that, a door slams shut. If you pulled this card, it suggests that the situation you're asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn, for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time, as hard as it may be. Forgiving someone for what they did could be key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. That which is meant for me will not pass me by. Doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. We talked about forgiveness. Meditation, pranayama, and yoga nidra are all recommended now. Cede control and let events unfold. See? Go with the flow, guys. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. So when they talked about change, Change is inevitable. Change is about to happen, Capricorn, and you can't escape it, all right? It's to help you learn, grow, and evolve. So whatever is happening with the solar eclipse, guys, you're not going to be able to evade it. Full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. The full moon in Libra, the sign of partnership, of falling in love and closely relating to someone, and of closely relating to someone else. Since full moons are about climaxes and conclusions, this card suggests you're either about to start a new relationship or that an important existing relationship is changing somehow, perhaps coming to an end or moving to a new level of commitment. It's important to remember that people come to us for a season and for a reason, and sometimes just for a season. If a relationship is ending now, it's doing so at the right time, so try not to fight it. This card could also refer to a professional relationship. There is a sense that you need to balance your ego with someone else's needs. A win-win outcome is possible with give and take. Doing so might be the answer to your question. Let go of that which is falling away. See the other person through the eyes of love. It will change your perspective. It's time for you to make a firm decision. Time for you to focus on yourself for a while. Look after yourself, but avoid vanity. Now is a great time for a makeover. No matter when you pull the full moon in Libra card, it encourages you to find a balance between your desires and those of the people around you. Balance is a very Libran energy, and the full moon brings things to a peak. Dramas and upsets bring partnerships to the fore. Libra energy also brings love energy. Negotiations are easier. There you go. Something's ending so that something can begin. Capricorn, for quite a few of you, it has to do with the relationship that you're in now, okay? Trust in what God is telling you, showing you the synchronicities. You need help with that. Go contact the people that you need help with. Do not be afraid of judgment, of shame. If this person loves you as much as you know that they do, that they will not judge you for whatever it is, okay? So hopefully this helps you, Capricorn. You know, if you would like a personal reading on this or need some healing, I will help you with that. Or if you would like a live coaching session or a live tarot reading, or if you would like to purchase a tarot reading package, go to CapellaWellis.com or check out the description box below. You need to get in contact with me. There are plenty of ways to do that. Look at the description box or go to CapellaWellis.com. So good luck with this, Capricorn. But look, when things end, new things begin. It's always like that. Doors have to slam shut so that God can open the doors to bigger, better things for you, okay? That concludes your weekly reading, Capricorn. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.